St. Louis Park High School has a significantly higher opt-out rate than our neighboring school districts. We want to help our community understand how these tests can benefit students in schools and how opting out can actually have unintended negative impacts. Let's break it down. When students opt out of testing, they're marked as not proficient by the state, significantly lowering proficiency levels. It impacts everything from students' college-ready scores and understanding of academic progress to school enrollment and perception. It's not that SLP students aren't proficient. It's that many just aren't testing. At nearly all schools, the proficiency level of SLP students in both math and reading is higher than the state, sometimes much higher. But upwards of 18% of middle school students and 65% of high school students opted out of testing last year. With this large group opted out, the overall proficiency for the high school dropped over 12% for math and 15% for reading. These drops make it appear that the high school is lagging behind the state, when in fact it's above or similar to other school districts across the state. There are a variety of beliefs about standardized tests. Movements across the country have encouraged families to opt out without understanding the impact it has on students in schools. Some movements are based on the premise that standardized tests are racially biased against students of color. Some tests can be biased or used inappropriately to disadvantage students of color. But in SLP, we remain committed to ensuring our testing practices actually benefit students. So here's our beliefs about standardized tests. 1, they're a small but important part of measuring the effectiveness of teaching, and they help us understand what teaching strategies and practices are working. 2, they help highlight classrooms and schools that are making fantastic progress and where we need to continue to improve. And 3, they help hold SLP schools and our district accountable for high-quality instruction aligned with state standards. Standardized tests can also benefit students in schools. Students who take tests receive a college-ready score that can save them time and money by not having to take remedial, non-credit courses at a Minnesota State college or university. It helps us gain valuable information about how well a student is progressing academically. Teachers and school leaders can get info about areas of strength and gaps in our current curriculum, which then informs how educators plan lessons in math, reading, and science. Students who take the tests count toward the school's and district's overall state test results. And it also ensures that resources and support for student learning are equitably distributed to SLP schools. We encourage SLP families to continue their learning and understanding about standardized tests before deciding to opt out.